Hello and welcome back to Homespot. If you've ever dreamed of turning a small, overlooked courtyard into a serene vintage garden escape, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll explore 25 beautifully creative garden ideas that will help you transform even the tiniest urban space into a peaceful green oasis. Stick around until the end for inspiration that blends charm, comfort, and timeless beauty to make your courtyard bloom with personality. A vintage iron bistro set instantly adds timeless charm to any small courtyard, creating an inviting spot for morning coffee or evening tea surrounded by gentle garden sounds and colors. Placed under climbing vines or beside potted blooms, the delicate curves of the furniture blend beautifully into the garden, anchoring the space with character and a sense of nostalgia. A moss-covered brick path weaves through the courtyard like a forgotten trail, softening the landscape and guiding the eye with its natural textures and weathered elegance. This aged pathway encourages slow movement and reflection, linking spaces while adding historic depth. It naturally connects seating areas, planters, and hidden corners in a seamless garden journey. Reclaimed wooden boxes with chipping paint provide a rustic canvas for herbs and flowering plants, adding a handcrafted, personal touch to your courtyard's layout. Clustered against walls or along pathways, these planters define space while adding height and texture. Their simplicity transitions perfectly into vintage garden themes rooted in warmth and history. Antique lanterns dangling from pergolas or hooks add atmospheric light, casting romantic shadows as evening falls. Their warm glow transforms the garden into a tranquil escape. These lanterns pair well with natural textures like brick and vines, enriching the ambience and leading naturally into night scenes filled with serenity and vintage storytelling. Graceful iron trellises provide vertical interest while guiding climbing roses upward, layering beauty and privacy within a small courtyard. They draw the eyes skyward and soften boundary lines. The blooming roses add seasonal fragrance and delicate color, blending seamlessly with other vintage details like old benches or planters nearby, completing a unified, lush garden vignette. Whimsical birdcage planters hang above or rest atop pedestals, filled with cascading plants that soften metal lines and evoke a Victorian garden romance. These sculptural pieces double as art and flora containers, linking playful details with vintage structure while naturally complementing trellises or distressed furniture within the same garden space. The gentle trickle of water from a stone fountain provides soothing sound and focal balance to any courtyard, creating a peaceful sanctuary within city walls. Positioned near seating or flowering beds, the fountain becomes a gathering point. Its weathered textures echo surrounding vintage elements and strengthen the garden's timeless aesthetic. Tiered flower beds bordered with vintage ceramic tiles introduce color, form, and elevation, turning simple planting into an artistic display. The aged, patterned tiles link with other vintage materials like wrought iron or distressed wood, enriching the overall narrative while segmenting the garden into distinct, curated zones. A white painted bench, aged by time, invites rest beneath climbing greenery. Its soft silhouette offers comfort and anchors a corner of the garden with subtle elegance. Surrounded by lavender or roses, the bench becomes more than seating. It's a scene of stillness. From here, pathways, planters, and lighting details continue the garden's peaceful rhythm. An antique-style mirror with a window pane frame adds dimension, making a courtyard feel twice its size. Reflections amplify light and greenery for a dreamy illusion. Placed against ivy-covered walls, the mirror visually expands the space. Its vintage charm ties naturally with wrought iron features, blending function and fantasy seamlessly in one view. A rusted wheelbarrow overflows with blooms, its repurposed body grounding the garden with whimsy and history. This unexpected container adds storytelling and creative texture. Set among other vintage finds, it becomes a focal point of charm. The aged metal links to lanterns, trellises, and tiles, uniting the garden's nostalgic personality. A soft riot of lavender, daisies, foxglove, and hollyhocks brings a layered, romantic touch to even the smallest courtyard, creating a countryside escape. This floral diversity introduces fragrance, color, and movement. Combined with old benches or stone paths, the flowers complete the vintage garden atmosphere with effortless grace. Handcrafted macrame hangers cradle ceramic pots, dangling plants at different heights and drawing the eye upward. These gentle materials add coziness and detail. The lace and cotton textures connect with soft cushions and fabrics nearby, creating a harmonious tactile experience that flows throughout the vintage courtyard. Natural stone mosaics beneath your feet add depth and texture, shaping paths or patios with timeless patterns drawn from classical gardens. This solid foundation complements aged wood, tiles, and iron features, ensuring each step carries the visual language of vintage charm across the courtyard. A wooden pergola draped with ivy or morning glories frames the garden beautifully, introducing height and shelter to the space. This feature transitions sunlight gently while connecting to hanging lanterns and climbing plants, creating a poetic flow from ground to canopy. Weathered terracotta pots arranged in tiers display flowers and herbs with warmth. Their earthy tones ground the courtyard in Mediterranean ease. Grouped beside benches or near walls, the pot's repetition adds rhythm to the space and pairs seamlessly with other natural materials. Old tools once used in the soil now hang proudly as rustic art, telling stories of seasons past. Their form adds industrial texture to garden walls. Mounted above planter boxes or near a potting corner, they reinforce the garden's handcrafted, vintage spirit without overwhelming the softness of plants and furniture. Delicate cloches placed over tiny plants or ornaments create a greenhouse effect in miniature, adding a Victorian sense of care and elegance. Set on tables or shelves, these displays reflect light and match perfectly with bird cages, mirrors, and lace decor throughout the garden. Vintage floral fabrics and lace-trimmed cushions soften the scene, making iron or wooden seating feel more inviting and curated. These soft touches blend well with hanging pots or bench areas, connecting comfort with style and continuing the vintage garden's cozy narrative. A weathered window frame, now freestanding, breaks up space subtly while letting light filter through its glass. It adds height and history. Framed with vines or plants, this element creates layers and sight lines that work with mirrors, arches, and garden furniture in visual harmony. Bold, aged tiles and Mediterranean patterns bring color and culture to any backdrop, turning plain walls or fountains into vibrant storytelling elements. These patterns echo those in pathways or pots, forming visual bridges that enrich the courtyard's character while offering a pop of artistic charm. Forged iron hooks, twisted into curls, hold baskets, lanterns, or wind chimes, adding dimension and decoration with minimal space. They complement trellises and metal furniture, allowing every garden layer, from ground to air, to participate in the vintage aesthetic. Planters and watering cans in aged copper offer earthy shine and patina, pairing beautifully with green foliage and stone surfaces. Their metallic tones reflect light subtly, bringing elegance to shadowy corners and linking naturally with other rustic metals and warm textures. An old wooden cabinet in pastel paint provides quaint storage for tools or pots, anchoring one corner of the courtyard with cottage flair. Placed near benches or planters, its chipped texture and floral accents complete a cohesive, curated vintage garden scene. Tea tins and enamel containers, once used in kitchens, now cradle thyme, basil, and mint, infusing the air and adding nostalgic charm. This detail blends function with memory, finishing the courtyard story with a personal touch that echoes the theme of gentle transformation. Thank you for watching. We've just uncovered 25 serene vintage garden ideas perfect for small courtyards, blending rustic charm, vintage accents, and smart landscaping. If you found inspiration today, please hit like, subscribe to Homespot, and leave a comment below telling us which idea you loved most. Your support keeps this channel growing.